right, now we have our character all set up. We're ready to go. We're just oops. Wait. You can do a program. I don't know. I apparently I'm breaking shit already. It's okay. We'll get through it. Or we'll start it over. I don't know which one yet. There we go. So, when you first start the game, it gives you a cute little thing. Um, of course, I've already made my character. We're starting with a new character, a new map, so we can kind of go everything over for you guys. It gives a cute little intro. Essentially, what has happened is you died in real life, and you get to go to Valheim, which is, I guess, kind of like Valhalla. Um, you're in, spirit world essentially. You've kind of lost your memories. You don't remember how to do things. So the big spirit bird is bringing you to this area. If I have the story correct. Um, Pretty cool bird. It looks like it has boobs. It's wearing a cute little shirt. It's weird because it looks like it's a person face wearing a mask. Like a harpy. So what they're going to do is they're going to drop you at a center starting point. Um, you kind of start here in any map. Now the the maps are seeded, so you can work with different seeds. Um, this is a little loud for me. I think it's loud today. We're gonna turn our settings down a little bit. As you can see, I turned the music just completely off. Now, oh, there's a random boar over. Huggin is your little guide essentially. He's gonna tell you a bunch of random things. Now when you first start out, he's just gonna keep freaking talking. Is what he's gonna do. He's gonna tell you to make some tools. Um, he's gonna have you look at this, which is the first boss. We're not gonna worry about that right now. Um, as you fight the boss, you put their heads here, which then give you different abilities. Our person's wet because it was raining, so the first thing you want to do is look behind these totems. Um, Sometimes, not all the times, I've noticed, oh, I guess maybe all the times, there's at least a mushroom behind one of these totems to start getting food. Here's raspberries here. Now, as you collect food, that's how you get more health. So depending on what you eat, you can see your base is 25. That means your stamina is really that is 3 bars. So now when you eat, you can see that your thing got bigger. Each food has their own stamina, so you can our stamina got bigger, and its own health. Um, some of them also have, well, both of these have healing by 1 tick. And you can see that they both last 600 seconds. So that means in 600 seconds, you're going to have to eat again in order to keep your health higher and your stamina higher. We're gonna go see what the heck he wants. Yep, yep, yep. Alright, so essentially you need to find branches like this to begin with so you can get wood. And then we need to find rocks. I guess you could pick up the dandelions too if you really wanted to. You don't really need those until later. Much later, to be honest. Let's see, here's a stone. We're not gonna mess with the dandelions. I was just showing you those. Where's some more stones? We don't really have to. This is a grayling. Now, Graylings, I kind of see them as like the Lorax. You start messing with the forest, the trees, things in the forest, they'll start coming here. The great thing about them is there's a deer. They drop resin. They can drop stone. They can drop um, wood. The resin you really want though, you're gonna go, oh, I don't need this resin, and you're gonna drop it, save it, because you need it for so many things later on, that you actually end up running out and having to just go and um, kind of farm them. So I'm still collecting wood. I haven't really seen too many stones. I feel like the stones are annoying to collect more than anything. You know what? It shows that there's some water over here. Let's go towards the water. Um, you really want to collect anything that you feel is important in the beginning, because really you're going to be using a lot of it. There is a deer. There is a boar over here. Um, Now, you're going to want to kill as many boars as you can, as many deers as you can. There's a bird. We'll talk about birds later. Actually, we'll talk about birds now. So, birds essentially, you get feathers from them so that you can make arrows. Oh shit. I thought maybe we could just punch the deer, but our stats aren't high enough for us to just one punch a deer. We tried. We tried our darndest. Um, so flint you can get by water. Flint's needed for tools in the beginning. You can also use arrows. But water in general is a great place to find stones and flint. You'll also find tin. Now, you can't do anything with tin yet. That's later. But you kind of want to remember where you find the tin too. So if you find, I guess let's see if we can find any tin first, and then we'll. Yes, we need the stone. Give me the stone. Apparently, I didn't whack that one up. Now you can see, as we're kind of doing random things, our skills are improving. This is a really, you do things in your skills improve kind of game. You don't get to like level up and pick, the stats and traits that you want to level up. It's, you want better proficiency in that skill. Keep doing whatever that skill is. So if you want better run, just freaking run and run and run. It might take a long time to level up that particular skill. But if it's something that you really want to hone, you're just going to have to keep using it. Now these guys over here, they're called necks, which I think they're like little adorable lizard guys. Axolotls, almost. They give you their, what I call a butt tail. You can grill it, which is nice. Or you can save them and use them for potions later. But for right now, what we'll end up doing is grilling them. I've been wandering for a while and I still have not made a club or anything. So let's make our stone axe. So now we have an axe. We can cut trees down. You cannot cut the white trees down yet. Only the firs and the beeches. And I believe you might be able to also do the pine. But the oak and the beech, or the oak and the birch, you cannot do with this axe. You can't do it with the flint axe either. So and my headset's dying. Fantastic. Guys, make sure you charge your shit before you start doing things. So we can see like a little house over there. So we're going to actually go over to that little house. We're gonna be kind of going through the coastline. to find an area to make a base. So the first thing we're really going to be doing in this game is making a base. And once we kind of find an area, I will show you how. To make a house and why we want to make a house. So we're grabbing this. We're going to grab probably that boar over there. Come on, Nick. Let me love you with this. Let me give you head pats with my axe. Oop, our jump's better. We're waiting for our stamina to go up. Now I feel like once you go to inclined areas, like a hill or something, it's better to... There's nothing in this house at all. It's better to run, because you can actually move better when you try to run up hills. There's a boar over there. And look, our running is already up to 5. Now you do need your stamina when you fight. So your stamina is going to depreciate pretty quickly. When you swim, also, whatever weapon you have out is going to be put away. It's kind of weird that I just now got meat when I've killed like a few things. We must have only got like scraps and stuff previously. So this area over here is kind of what I'm looking for, like house-wise. It's easier to find an area that is open and flat to begin with. So this is nice and open. It's semi-flat. We're gonna kind of... I almost want to build it right in the middle of this, but I think if you dig down later, you might find something in there. It kind of looks like this flat area is all the way up there. So I'm just gonna run over here. We want rocks too. Now you do have a weight limit. You have a weight limit and you have an inventory size. You can see we have 92 pounds out of 300. We have 1 defense and we have all this space open. We found another altar and we found... So earlier we had unlocked the altar here, but now we found one over here, so we're going to we'll use this one. We're going to go dear God. Now you can, with your middle mouse button, you can ping here and anyone on the map's going to be able to see this ping, or you can pick one of these, double click the area, and you're able to place a marker. Now you can see I placed a marker on top of a marker, that's fine, but the other one's X'd out. Now you can say you visited an area and then you did everything in that area, you can then mark an X over it on your map, because for some reason you can't just remove markers. Whatever. Alright, so we named that one Dear God so that we know that it's there. It doesn't look like there's anything here. We can eat another bite. So we're gonna continue going that way because that's where the water is, and I just like following the coast. Of course, while you're walking, you know, find materials, find, you know, food, because it's going to be easier to get to places with more food because you're going to have more stamina. Don't forget to eat. And then once we finally find a place to kind of settle down, I'll show you why we haven't really done much other than find a place to settle down. Get the raspberries. I can hear a guy somewhere. Like, get out of my forest. Deer. I get distracted by the raspberries because I'm not going to be able to keep up with that deer anyways. We can always hope that we land like a critical or something on one of the... Oh, dang it, I whacked the bush. You can destroy the bushes, which you kind of don't want to do because they'll eventually get berries to go back on them. Ooh, this is what I'm looking for. Alright, so do you hear that noise? And can you see that beehive right there? This is pretty important. So, what we're going to do is we're going to make a hammer. Now, hammers are used to making all your stuff. So, we're going to grab some of these trees here. We need 10 wood. It's easier just to whack these little trees right now than it is to do anything else. They're just like little springs. They're easier just to whack. Alright, I think we might have enough now. Yep. Alright, so really to do anything you need a workbench down. So we're gonna just place it here. That bird's gonna be somewhere. Oh, hello, bird. Yep. We don't care what you say. And the reason why we're not gonna mess with anything that it's doing right now is to use the workbench, like tool-wise, you have to build a house around it. And then to build anything house-wise, you see that white line that's kind of like permeating everything. We'll go closer to the line. So, see this white line? Wherever your workbench is, you can only build stuff inside of that white line. Now, I like to go here and put down a workbench to kind of like destroy the house that the bees are in. You can shoot the bees with an arrow, but because we have not made a house yet, to make a workbench to kind of do that, the best option is just to make a workbench to kind of destroy it. And on top of that, when you first begin, it's easier to do that way so that you can just grab a bunch of wood while you're at it. Now we can see we got some arrows in this chest. Some of the houses you'll be able to find chests in, which is nice, because then you have, you know, those resources. Make sure to break down your workbench too. You can break down items by using your middle mouse button. Oh, I accidentally punched the guy. Okay. Sorry, Hugin or Hugin. Huggin. We're gonna call him Huggin. His name is Hugging. Huggin. Gonna hug him in the face. That was kind of weird. We're gonna continue looking for one of those spaces like I was talking. We want a nice open space. We want it by the water, and the reason why we want it by the water is so that we can later make a harbor. We also kind of want to find an area that is kind of close to the dark forest as well. There's different kinds of areas that you'll find in the game. The main two to begin with are the meadows, which are safer for newer people, and then the dark forest, which once you kind of step into the dark forest, it advises you, hey, you know, you're not going to want to be here yet. Because it's a little harder of an area. Of course, there's other areas for later down the road, other biomes per se. And you can see I wandered in the Black Forest already. Um, I know the little guy's over here somewhere. Yep. Okay. So we have Black Forest over here. So we might actually want to. Is that another house? Oh, it's a little. Oh, this is cute. We actually might want to just chill out here. So we're gonna cut down these trees because this actually seems like an okay location. You can tell that it's getting dark. We're gonna just tear down all this. We got some core wood from one of the things that we tore down. Now core wood you can get from pine trees, which are in the dark forest. Now, as you can see, as you pick up new material, you unlock more. Get over here. You unlock more things that you can craft. So it's good to pick up things. Now, if you're playing with a buddy, you go on to his server because characters can go between different saves, different servers, which makes it nice because then you don't have to keep starting over. But you also want to be careful because if you die on that server, you know, people can grief you as well. Take your shit, move on, things of that sort. So you want to be careful with kind of what you're taking places. Now it's night, so things are gonna get dark. You can, as you can see, you can hold your torch and an axe at the same time, but you can't hold, yes, Hail Warrior, I see you down there. You can also hold your torch and a sword. Yep. Alright, so we're over here. We're gonna make a basic house over here. So I'm gonna start with poles. So we're gonna start with poles, and the reason we're gonna do that is I can't really see. But we're gonna kind of guess. Everything will light up. You want a nice flat area, is why we start with poles. And using the poles will make a nice flat area. Otherwise, you know, you're gonna end up getting stuck in the dirt. You're gonna have a dirt floor, and it's gonna be uneven. Is the problem. So really, start with some sort of foundation. Now, if I was on my other server, I would be doing this with core wood instead, just because you can do more with core wood. But because we're starting off here, we don't really have access to all the core wood right now, and it's freaking dark out. So we want to get something established the best as we can. So we're gonna do this for now. These fit nice inside of it, and you can just kind of walk back and forth in between them. We're gonna make it bigger than just right here. I just want to start with this so that we can put our crafting table on here instead. Get it off the floor. Building. Spear Knight Builders. Oh shit, my thing broke. Now the shitty thing is because we do not have a roof, I'm just gonna go over here and chuck this hammer down and make another one. Now, if we had a roof, I would be able to repair that hammer. So, oops on me for not making a roof first. I should have done that, because I could have just put walls up and did a simple roof right over top of it. I have these backwards. There we go. Literally, all you need to do is... it's too exposed now. Oh, okay. I think if I had a wall over here, it would work. Some of the things are very, very touchy. But we're going to continue with building now that we semi have that. And once we get closer to getting our building done, we'll work on that. See, I want to do it that many. I'm trying not to make a super big house, just because support wise it sucks to make. I need to work on making supports underneath of this. That can go there. Now you can see when something turns blue, that means it is supported. That's the supporting piece, that's the bottom piece. You can only build so much high and so much high from the supporting piece. So that's why it's kind of important to know. Now you can see everything will turn green depending, and you can see this is starting to turn orange. If you place down a piece and it's red, it's more than likely going to fail and fall apart. So it's good to kind of learn how to build, what to do. I have learned in some cases I can put a support beam here, and now this is well, it was green for a second. Missing required. Oh, we need wood now. Alright, so we have not gotten any actual wood yet, so I'm going to show you guys how to cut a tree, and it's really intriguing, to be honest. Now we're in the middle of a forest, so as we cut a tree, you'll kind of see what happens. Man, this is taking forever, just because we forgot to eat, for one. Honey, you can eat. Oh shit. No. And I say oh shit because we have a brute behind us. I could do the gray dwarves, but I can't do the brutes to begin with. Go away, Daddy Lorax. Now as you... oh, there's a shaman too. So the brutes are hurty. You can see by it whacked me once. And, ow. Now the shamans, they inflict you with poison, and they can also heal their comrades as well. So it's kind of like, oh. Now, I'm probably going to die, so we're gonna do, we just want to mark here in case we die, because, well, we're not healing very fast, and that guy almost like 1KO'd us. We don't want to really go by the shaman. And we died. I knew it was gonna happen. Well met. I think the I was gonna call him a robin. The crow is making fun of us. So because we didn't build a bed. We're back here at the beginning. Um, and, you know, we're all the way here. So what we'll do is we'll walk this path so that we can see kind of like what's in the way. You can see as you go, you unlock more areas. Now the world is like this freaking big, so you can tell that we're all the way down here. Okay. These are usually cute to find because they're parts of towns. And sometimes they'll have, like, clusters of... Oh, here we go. Here's a little town over here. We can see Graylings here. I don't hear any bees, which is unfortunate. But usually you'll see like little pens like this. Get over here. No, mine. Open the doors and find chest. We got money. We don't really need money right now. We can see a broken bed. Here's a torch. More money. I always like finding these because they always have little little areas where the raspberries are kind of like marked out to where you can grab them like this. Did we go in all the houses? Yeah. Okay. There's some doors over here. Oh, and we died! Oh no! Now, you can see that's the second time we died. Your other marker will still, your other like tombstone will still be there. It's just that now we gotta walk all the freaking way back. Alright, now we can kind of see our house now too. We're gonna put in the supports that we need. Maybe, if it lets us. Yep, there we go. Now snapping is very peculiar in this game sometimes. Sometimes it's like, okay, I'm gonna let you. And other times it's like, maybe not. Now, because it was dark, I did not see this rock. Oh, we're out of tree again. Oh, that was right. We were whacking on this tree when it all started. Alright. Back to whacking the tree. We can eat some food though. And we do need to put on our clothes. Now you can see as we cut the tree, it comes down in this big long log. Which when I first started confused me. It's like, okay, then what do we do with this log? The thing you do with the log is you whack the log more. So we're gonna go over. Be careful because the logs can damage you. Oh, and our axe broke. Fantastic. Can we get this not exposed so we can... Let's see. Station is too exposed. I'm hoping we just have enough. No. Let's... Can we, like, whack some little bushes or something? Oh, you can use the torch as a club. That's interesting. Come here, Great Dwarf. We're gonna light you on fire and harvest you. Oh, we broke the torch. I think the torches just like straight up like break. Like they don't, they're not repairable. No, because like it's just gone. Because we found that second one at that one house. Let's see if we have enough. We have enough for there. Let's place this. Alright. Can we use you now? His station's too exposed. I wonder if I put one on this side. We're just gonna temporarily place it there. There we go. We can repair our shit. So right here is how you repair things. I was very confused to begin with because I didn't understand how to repair items, and it's right here. So while we're at it, we're going to make a flint axe instead of using the stone one, because we collected enough flint to do that. We're also going to make a flint knife, because I like those. Now you can upgrade everything, but that's something that we'll have to do later. For now, we're gonna go back to chopping our tree, in the middle of one of ours. It's just so weird. I guess that's what you get when you're doing stuff in the dark, as I'm like damaging our stuff, like, damn me. Now you will have to repair things every once in a while. While you're building, if any storms happen, like rain or like some sort of like monsoon type shit, you will have to repair like a lot of your outside stuff. And if you're in the middle of building, you'll have to repair your inside stuff, just because it does like weather damage over time. Alright, we're gonna do, let's see, our water's that way. We're gonna do one more this way. We're just gonna leave the random rock in our house. We can't get rid of it right now, so it's just kind of like, you know, part of the floor plan. That's there. I don't think I can place one there. That'll be fine. Alright, let's do our floor. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to put one there, which is fine. We just have this really cool rock in our house. Because who doesn't like rocks? I like rocks. And you can see that you can just kind of like walk through here. Like, I'm not jumping or anything. So it's not really a problem to make it like this. See? Doop. Now I did place a couple of the floorboards going opposite ways. This would drive a couple of the people that I play with like insane. They would yell at me for it. So we're gonna keep it like this so that they can yell at me later when they watch this. They'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I seen you did this." And I don't know what you're talking about. I did nothing. Nothing whatever. Can we? Okay. I was like afraid for a second. I'm like, can we even place this right here? We gotta get more trees. Now that we kind of have this going for us, the important thing to do is build a bed. So we're going to probably place our bed right here. Now since we're placing our bed here, we're going to have to do something else as well. Let's place beds and furniture. Alright, let's place our bed here. Now if we try to claim our bed, go away, Huggin. Bed needs roof. So we're going to have to, again, make a roof. Well, this guy is just like not shutting up. And the funny thing is, our roof's not even gonna go this way. It's gonna go the other way when we actually finish it. Now, after we got a roof, we're gonna try to claim our bed again. It's too exposed. Oh no. It seems like our leading topic of today His things are too exposed. Well, let's see if it's still too exposed. Let's see. Let's, I guess, actually build our roof out. We're gonna actually build it over here. I probably should have repaired my tools first, but whatever. Come on. That's not how we want it. How did... Okay. Yes, yes, no. Did I place... I placed that one completely wrong, that's why. We can get a ladder up here then. Erg. I'm out of wood. Fantastic. Oh, this is a 1-star too. And I died. Now you can see up in the corner how it, I guess over, you gotta point this way. Over in the top corner it says skills lowered. So when you die, it actually lowers some of your skills. Now, I was gonna do this earlier, but I forgot. So if you go into your inventory, if you click like this little button right here, you can see all your current skills, how much skill points, I guess, you have in each one. So we have run, clubs, blocking, unarmed, sneak, swim, jump, axes, wood cutting, bows, and knives are what we currently have. Now you can see these are the 2 current trophies that we have. Here's all of Huggins' messages that we received. And this right here is how you turn PvP on and off. So like if you want to go battle somebody, alright guys, turn your PvP on and then you can go battle somebody. But normally it's just kind of set to PvE. And I can tell you, I'm just like getting worn out. What the heck? I just keep dying. It's terrible. Alright, let's play some freaking roofing over here. Is this enough to do this? It is freaking awesome. Let's go back over here and work on our house before we freaking die again. We should have enough. This. Alright, so we kind of have the start of our house going on. We can delete this. It should not say too exposed now, but it is going to say another thing, and we will show you what it says here in a second. Now, spawn point is set, but we cannot sleep. And the reason we cannot sleep is not only is it daytime, but we also don't have a fire near our bed, which we will do here in a second. But we're gonna kind of have to make, finish making the house, and we're gonna have to make a chimney as well. Just because, well, it's weird. We have like these little trees in here. What we can actually do is we're gonna make a hoe. What's up, hoe? Now, hoes are great because you can kind of level your ground. You can't like do the best that you can do. Later, you'll get a pickaxe and you can kind of do more with. But this kind of gets rid of all those like little weird tree things inside of everything. Which thinking about it, if we did it earlier, it would have been a little bit nicer. And now we can do it. Which of course it takes your stamina, so it's like, ugh. Taking forever to do that. Go away, shrubbery. We don't want you. Oh, there he is. I'm like, I was ignoring Huggin. Yep. Go away, Huggin. We don't want you. We're trying to mold and shape our surroundings. You can see you can kind of get away with raising some of it. And you can do some of, you know, subtracting of the ground to make it kind of flat. But to really manipulate your surroundings, you're gonna have to wait until after you defeat the first boss. So we're gonna do as much as we can. I know I got distracted. We were building a house and now we're, you know, landscaping. Let me get rid of this tree. We want to get rid of these. I'll show you the reason why we're getting rid of these first. Now, in general, whether you're like on a server or if you're even by yourself, you're gonna want to make essentially a staple all around. Now, when we flattened the ground, we made it to where these can easily snap into each other. Because if you're doing it in an area that is not flat, you're not going to be able to snap those into each other. So not only are we getting wood for our house, we have to get it for our little protective barrier as well. And we're right by the water too, so we could eventually expand our base that way and make our harbor that we want. We have a bunch of logs that went that way from earlier. It's just funny. As they like smash everything in their pathways. We don't really have much besides berries to eat. We have a lot of random things that can be stacked together though. Oh no, we haven't put our clothes back on. It's kind of weird. There's just a bunch of random deer there. Too bad we don't have um, bow and arrow yet. You don't have to keep it with inside, like as long as you're standing inside the circle that your workbench makes, you can still build. And then if you want to build outside of that circle, all you have to do is make another workbench. We're gonna see if we can level this out more, because this is not snapping. Oop. It snapped. Oh, and we're out of wood. And now we have our gate done. Nice. Now we just have to finish our house. We're gonna go repair things and finish building our house. We're almost there. I don't know how much wood we actually have on us. Oh, that much wood. We're gonna kind of see if that works. I almost want to put like something here. Okay. Can I do that? Yeah. I wonder if that would keep... Oh, that's killing me. Stop it! Oh, and he freaking rallied the creatures. So right now, all the creatures are essentially raiding our base. Where are they at? There they are. So a bunch of boars and necks are gonna be sent to us right now. Until it calms down. We essentially just have to wait. Here comes another one. I can hear a bunch of... They're calming down now. Oh, what does Huggin want? Yeah. Now you can see that all the smoke is coming in here, so we didn't do this properly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move it over one. 3. We're going to do one more over. A lot of building is trial and error. Like, unless you're going on and you're getting like an exact blueprint that you found online somewhere, a lot of it is just testing to see what works and what doesn't. Just like these stairs do not work properly. We want them up. Shift. There we go. Holding down shift will allow you to toggle kind of your options. Alright, we wanted this right here. And then we want this here. We're gonna put this like this. Now the next part we're gonna do is gonna be outside. I'll show you what. There's a random tree. I must have done that at some point in time. We're gonna go on the roof. We're gonna get rid of this randomest tree too while we're up here. Like, what the heck? Us. What did you do this for? Now we're going to do this, but we're we're gonna do a little bit. So it wants us to do this, right? But we're gonna do this one and a little bit higher. Come on, let us go over here. I don't want to fall in this hole. Alright, do I want one more? Can I do one more? I don't think I can even do one more right there. Can I put something there? No. You know what? I think it's just fine like that. Now all the smoke is gonna come out the top. We don't have to worry about what we were doing before. Here, we'll just put that there. That's lovely. I love it. I wanna can't nope, okay, whatever. Whatever. I was gonna put those down there, but whatever. As I put I wanted you to, what else did I accidentally destroy? I think I accidentally destroyed something else. I did. It was a thing over here. Okay. Now we're cool with going over here. We're not getting any smoke inhalation. We do need another fire here. We're gonna fix this fire because it seems kind of wonky. Now, one fire we're gonna be doing these things on, which you can fit quite a few of these. I only put 3 on because if you do more than 3, it gets kind of weird. I wish I could find. I want to, like, I don't know, put something there, but it's not letting me. I wonder if I can do this. There you go. That is what I wanted to do. I'm fine with this. I just wanted to make sure that the smoke just keeps going up there and not like in the rest of the house. Now what we could do is we could put the bed over here. We're getting smoked right there. So I kind of want to put half the thing right here. See if that helps. But we're not getting smoked right here, which is the important thing. But you need the fire by the bed for it to work. So see, now that we opened up that, we're not getting it over here. So we could move the bed over there, which I think is what we're gonna do. Make sure to claim your bed. Oop, we slept. I don't think we needed to sleep, but we slept. Alright, so we got our house done. The next kind of thing is what I'm going to show is how I put my chest down, which, of course, what do we need? Go back. We have all all these meats and necktails that we got, we're gonna cook those because it's gonna give us a lot more stamina than the berries and mushrooms that we find. Essentially, you need to figure out what foods work best for you, what you're easily able to access. Um, Speaking of food, oh, actually, these are gonna cook way faster. You don't want to leave these unattended, otherwise they just burn, and then you got coal. Unless you need coal, just put a bunch of food on the fire and boom, coal. Do 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 do. All right. Oh, let's snack on these. Look at that bar get much bigger for our food. All right. Now I forgot that we got this earlier, so we're gonna go to building. We're gonna do it probably right here. We'll see if it'll let us. Oh, not there. We want it on this. Like that. Bees are happy. So the bees that we found earlier, they're not going to attack you now, as long as you don't whack this. But you can go up to it. Before, if you were inside a house, and you got close to the beehive, it would whack you. But now that you have a beehive, you can check the bees. It'll tell you that they're happy. They will produce honey. The maximum that you can get from them is 4. So once it fills up, you take them out and you can eat the honey. So it's a nice beginner way to get food, which is nice. Because even if you're on a server, you'll be able to kind of stockpile those. Alright, we should have enough wood to start what we want to do. So we're going to put a chest here and a chest right here. Then we're going to take our little flooring and we're going to put that above. Now, we're going to be able to put it above a rock, which is nice. And we're going to put more chests up here. Look at that. So then we can put all of our, we're gonna put our treasures in here. We're gonna put our trophies in here. We'll put our seeds and essentially like our randomness in here. Then we have our materials. I'm gonna keep this on us for right now. This is core wood. Actually, we're gonna put that. Yeah, we'll put that there. We have food. We'll put these in here because we're using these ones. And then you could put even like a regular floor above and put them up on the slanted wall. It'll fit. Just so that you can have more chests like on one wall. Or if you had a taller wall, you could obviously do higher ones like this. We can make some pants because we have leather scraps. Our person is only part naked now. See, now they're not all the way naked. Now, crew bow, you'll need more leather scraps. We're gonna do that next time. But we got our basic things done. We have our fire, we have our bed, we have our chest, we have a basic house, and we have bees and a basic wall. We have, you know, our smoke going out in some sort of way. So it makes it nice that we have all this so far. So next time we're going to be going over more weapons, and other things leading up to the boss. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next week.